when families are worse off because of higher VAT, the cuts to child benefit and tax credits, when we know the average family is £890 worse off. The idea of the tax cutting priority is to give £3 billion to millionaires, to the richest people in our society, who'll get an average tax cut of £100,000. It's not fair. It's not the right priority. I think George Osborne and David Cameron have got this completely wrong. It shows they're out of touch and they should think again. I want reform to welfare. That's why I've proposed a compulsory jobs guarantee. Anybody who's unemployed for over a year if they're young, 2 years for an adult, given a compulsory job, but told take that or you lose your benefit. That's proper welfare reform, getting people into work. The wrong kind of welfare reform is to have a bedroom tax which hits the disabled, to have a freeze on tax credits, 70% of which hits working families in our society. Working families are worse off. They're paying the price for a government economic failing plan, and what are they doing? Cutting taxes only for people earning over £150,000. I think people watching your programme will think, £100,000, if you earn over £1 million, but I'm worse off, that's not fair. The Chancellor gives with one hand, he takes with the other. Because if you add up all his personal allowance changes, which help families, they are completely swamped and outweighed by the VAT rise, the freeze on child benefit, the hit to tax credits. Families are worse off by £890. A one-earner family with children worse off by £3,900. People are worse off under George Osborne because his plan has failed, unless you're getting the millionaires tax cut today. I think most people will think totally the wrong priorities. I'm on the right side of welfare because I want a strong welfare state which rewards work and is tough on people who play the system. But I think that the idea you can take the case of a man, Philpott, a terrible man who killed 6 children, and try to claim and smear that millions of families getting tax credits or child benefit are somehow a bit like him. That is the worst kind of nasty, cynical, divisive politics played by George Osborne and David Cameron, because they are desperate. They are importing the right-wing tactics of the Republican Party, the nasty smearing politics, and trying to apply that here in Britain. I think people will say that's not right, it's not fair, and we don't want it.